tries to make headway down the right-hand side as ever. Seychelles at brightest spot, gets a good cross in as well, headed away at the near post, in fact. Bit of a shove there. Should be a Seychelles free kick here. Not of 4 blue shirts just on the edge of the area there to aim at. They're going to disperse. As the free kick is being taken, the in-swinger as well goes for the back post. One man goes to ground and the header goes straight out of play. The Kenyan throw. Jerome Joubert just not quite able to climb high enough to control that one. Both. Nice ball out to the right, but well won high up the pitch here from Kenya. Job Otieno then has his pocket picked. Ball eventually guided all the way back to Brian Bawire, who's not been the busiest of goalkeepers in that first half. Had a big scare in the opening few seconds, but since then, not a lot really. And now, opportunity knocks here. Lenkupe spreads the ball out to the left. Otieno cuts inside. The referee raised play on after a clash there with Onyango. Ball into the channel for Lenkupe. Lenkupe cuts back. Now the ball drilled into the near post. The Seychelles player there taking contact in the box and winning a free kick. Ryan Ogham, the man coming in for that one. Drilled long, well won in midfield. Joubert though can't quite find the run of Lebros. A bit of snap has just disappeared from Kenya's passing. Don't really want to let Seychelles back into this, but this is nice play from the visiting side down that left-hand side. Be a corner, trying to claim a free kick there, which would have been very weak indeed. So a corner for the Pirates. They've only scored 2 goals in 7 qualification matches so far. Henriette in a 5-1 beating against Gambia. Lorenzo Faro, a 3-1 loss at home to Burundi. Nice crossfield ball straight onto the foot of Suleiman. Happy just to keep the ball for the moment, then swapping sides Lenkupe. Has the ball taken off his toe. That will be a Kenya throw though. That might even be a corner. Loving that beard, by the way, with the little horns hanging off the bottom there as well. Absolutely resplendent. Jacobu goes over to take the corner. We've got 2 assists from set pieces in the game. I'd love to make it some sort of hat-trick. Ball goes into the near post. Keeper comes for it, doesn't get there. Headed away now. LeBros tries to break. That's going to be surely that's an unnecessary yellow card there from Kenya. What was the point? Well, the replayer not doing a particularly good job of clearing up exactly who picked up that yellow card. Pressing high up the pitch, Michael Lunga leading from the front. They get the ball high up now, 5 men already up in this attack, dancing past the challenges. The ball comes into the area, fended away at the near post. The attack not over yet. Seychelles struggling to get anything going in an attacking sense, as you would expect, really. Again, struggling to play them, sails out. Ryan Ogden wins the ball. Otieno now. Otieno goes past Moth. The groans from the home fans there as Ogden, rather Onyango, didn't quite play the pass that they were hoping for. Booyah moves into space. Turns, got his options, can't quite thread that one down the channel. An opportunity for the Seychelles, but too much on that, and LeBros is getting nowhere near it. It goes out for a Kenya throw. Thinking there, released into the centre circle. The pass though from Otieno, not quite up to scratch. Sorry, from Michael Lunga. Trying to feed in LeBros over the top, but easily anticipated by the Kenyan backline. Nice play from Suleiman, wriggling into space on this near side, and Kupo just gently lays the ball off. It almost feels like a training match now for the Harambee Stars. Kupo adding a bit of pace and ball through. It's a little bit too hot for the number 11. Looks like we're about to have a whole raft of changes being made here by Benny McCarthy. I wonder if Ryan Ogram's going to have a chance to complete his hat-trick. Looks like Boniface Mchiri is going to be one of the changes. Stanley also looks like he's going to be coming on. Wait for confirmation. Slight misjudgment of the ball in the air there, and the referee gives a foul. He's the 21-year-old Migori youth player, number 17 there for Kenya. Trying to win the ball high up the pitch, crunches in with the tackle on Suleiman. There's the last telling off there from the referee. Goes tumbling in the area. The free kick, I think, has been given just outside for the initial contact. Just when the Seychelles thought they'd pressed Kenya back into their own third of the pitch. Harambee Stars springing into action. Lunga asks the free kick, kind of gets it. Marvin Nabwai looks like he's about to come on as well. A whole raft of changes imminent from the Kenyan bench. Boniface Machiri, Ben Stanley, Marvin Nabwai coming on. He's coming off while Duke Abuya, his job is done. 2 assists already for him. As well as William Linkupai coming off. It's the 21-year-old Ben Stanley. Now then, what can they do with the free kick here? They've got a real veritable committee over the ball at the moment. So Michael Olunga fancies this. And so to the substitute here, Boniface Machiri. Just the 4 red shirts to aim at. Olunga has gone over the top of the ball. Eventually it is drilled into the near post, but that all comes to nothing, and maybe a chance here on the counter-attack. Melly, nice ball out to the left, just intercepted by Onyango, though. It remains 4-0. Kenya, by far the more likely team to add to that scoreline at the moment. Plenty of fresh legs out wide for Kenya. Fresh legs as well at the back, being shown by Alfie Walters. Give a space out on that right-hand side. Machiri comes in narrow. Well, winning the ball high up the pitch again there, Kenya. Plenty of red shirts up for this one. It's getting a little bit scruffy on the edge of the box. Eventually Hack's clear. Then the shot comes in from distance and flies well over the bar and out for a goal kick. Michael Olunga was threatening to break free in the area. Seychelles looking to take something out of the game here. Both this pass not quite finding the right channel there for Brandon Lacrosse. He's not been given the best of ammunition in this game. Machiri gets dragged back. There's a ticking off for McCann Sissoko. I think his first offence, so he's just about lucky enough to stay out of the book. Surely should have been catching that. What he's managed to do there is punch the ball down into the ground. Very lucky to get away with it. And then the ball given away. The Seychelles try to mount a counter-attack. Now Suleiman on the ball on this near side. But his attempted pass is well intercepted. Poirot runs into too much traffic. Kenyan player down on this near side. Now, well away from the ball. Meanwhile, the game continues. Ball into the area, just rather in between Ogum and Olunga. Suleiman again in space on this near side. Decides against using the overlap. Possession stats particularly one-sided in this game, as you would expect. 95 places between these two teams in the world rankings as things stand. The ball whipped in from the right-hand side, headed away by Melli. Yango gets the ball back in play quickly. Got plenty of support out there if he wants it. Now the ball whipped in, headed away from near the penalty spot. Onyango mops up. It's a little bit too much on that crossfield ball. No chance for Suleiman to bring that one down. Eddie McCarthy cutting a slightly more frustrated figure in this second half. Remember, 3 of the goals in the first half came after the 35th minute, so don't necessarily expect a glut of goals right at the start of this second period. maybe as Seychelles legs tire. There might be more opportunities coming Kenya's way. Probing down the right-hand side. Now whipped in and queuing up to make it 5-0. Huge overload at the back post there. 3 men to aim at. The defence completely taken out of it. The keeper nowhere. I think it's Michael Olunga. He's backed his second goal of the game. It is 6th of the tournament, or of the qualification stage, rather. Looked like it was Onyango with the assist from the right-hand side. Simple overload down the right. 3 men queuing up here. Not enough cover. Michael Olunga making no mistake with the finish. 0-2. Harambee Stars now hunting out what they hoped would be a hat-trick. Midway through the second half, the home fans in fine voice here in Nairobi. As well they should be. It's not been the best of qualification campaigns for the Harambee Stars. They can at least celebrate what will be their second win of the qualification phase for next year's World Cup. Their other win in the away game against the Seychelles, which was so by 5-0, by the way, as the keeper comes to that, completely flaps. My word, you lucky boy. Ball came into the 6-yard box. There wasn't really any of the Kenyan players anywhere near it. The keeper came for it, flapped, completely missed it, picked up the inadvertent rebound off the defender. Really getting away with one there. Now Haro goes past one challenge from Onyango. I think follows through into the Kenyan player after being dispossessed. Actually, no, he's given a free kick to Seychelles there. Brian Dwyer just organising his defence. He's got his captain back there as well. No, they're just 4 blue shirts to aim at in the area. So bizarrely, 2 left-footers over the free kick. Well, whipped into the back post. The keeper getting a good hand on that. And eventually goes out for the corner. So still a bit more of defending to be done here by the home side as we enter the last 20 minutes of this one. taken short. Hit to the back post. Melly gets a head on there, but can't get it towards a teammate. Nice play from Suleiman. An even better tackle coming in from behind now. Labros can't get past his man. With the throw. The best of passes back for the number 10, and now there could be short of numbers here at the back, Seychelles. Kenya, though, taking it easy. Now they're bringing the ball over halfway. Turning on the ball is Mashiri. Good ball forwards. Important tackle chasing back. It's a Shelwa player. It's gone down there. That's Schubert being should be ignored by the referee. Hear what the home fans think of that. Just across for what turned out to be the 5th goal of the game for the Harambee Stars. 6th goal of the qualification campaign for Michael Olunga. Another change coming in as well. So Michael Olunga. I think has been replaced here by Ushelisheli. Surely not. Ushelisheli normally at the left back. There must have been 2 changes being made here. Seshenje, now the captain, as we see another replay of Olunga's 2nd goal. His last action before being substituted off. So there'll be no hat-trick for him. So Ronnie Onyango, Michael Olunga go off. Lewis Bandy and Mike Kibwage come on. Kenya just perhaps dying things down for the last few minutes. Another Seychelles player goes down, hoping to get the game stopped. That's a nice little layoff there. The ball goes across goal, but blazed over the bar in the end there by Ben Stanley. Nice little 1-2 on the edge of the area with Ryan Ogham lurking, hoping for a 3rd goal. Just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Long crossfield ball looking for the hard running of Brandon Labros, who eventually does get a couple of touches on that and wins himself a throw as well. Both definitely eventually gets the ball in play. Slightly clumsy challenge coming in. From Naboya. So, chance on the set piece here for Seychelles. Taken short to Aguero, who then slips and throws himself over the ball. He'd be lucky not to give away a yellow card there. He was doing everything he could to prevent. He knew he'd lost the ball. There did Lorenzo Aguero. Nice turn from Stanley. Plays one through the middle for Ogum. Brings teammates into the game. Stanley again. Some support left and right, goes out to that right-hand side. Now the ball comes back in for the stand-in captain. Sichenje up from centre-back in open play, by the way. Sichenje making an overlapping run and then just a slightly firm touch and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Ryan Ogum looks slightly miffed. I think he'd made a good run into the centre. Never found the ball coming his way. I think my colleague is right, by the way. The Romeo Padillaki there, the Seychelles goalkeeper, bearing more than a passing resemblance to a certain Nicolas Anelka, former France international. Mistake there at the back from Alfie Walters. It's a little bit lucky. Bag himself a free kick out of that. Just a miscontrol. Just a little bit too robust there from Stanley. Both trying to probe through the middle there, but comes up against a big red wall. So the reverse fixture between these two was 5-0 to Kenya, and they improve on that here. They've got 11 minutes plus stoppages in which to do that. Meanwhile, some much needed possession for the Pirates. One again on halfway. Now the crossfield ball looking for space, and there is space to be used here on this near side. Joubert makes ball back to Moth. Walters brings the ball out, finds Labros with his back to goal. And Labros, well, he's so far offside, surely. Goodness me. The linesman with a bit of a delay there and a wry smile. Labros doesn't smile for anyone. He's so far off, isn't he, when that ball is played? McCarthy doesn't look particularly happy, does he, on the sidelines? 9 minutes plus stoppages to go. Hopefully they can use this game, the Harambee Stars, are a springboard into their last 2 games in this group coming up next month. Away to Burundi and then away to Côte d'Ivoire. Both have a feeling both those games might be played in Côte d'Ivoire, to be honest. Have to wait and see on that. Relaxing day for the African Football Association. Sorry, the Kenyan Football Association. Play again from Suleiman, past 1, tries to get past a second and ends up going in foot first into Walters. Taking a bit of a bang on the hand. It's already off balance rather at that point. In fact, he's done well to try and step over any contact. So Ryan Henriette, Tyrone Cadot and Samuel Okoli all come on then. Tyrone Cadot, based at Newcastle Town, by the way, not Newcastle United. The team rather further down the footballing pyramid in the UK. Ryan Henriette, by the way, number 17, who just came on, did score back on match day 3 in their 5-1 loss away to Gambia. Sorry, the Gambia, rather. 7 minutes to go here. Can the Seychelles get a little something to sweeten their journey home? I feel that 3 of the squad based in the Seychelles, so sharing that long journey home back across the Indian Ocean. Nice run in behind here from Machiri, but the offside flag going up against the Kenyan number 7. A bit of keep ball over on that far side. The team in red. Nice change of direction, taking past one player in the Ango. Good defensive discipline there from the Seychelles while keeping their shape. Fans starting to Ole each of the passes here. And Melly can't make his tackle count. 3 red shirts here, and the shot looked goal bound but turned behind for a corner by Alfie Walters. Melly beaten, going to ground there on the left-hand side. Good cross to the back post. So that shot appeared to be going towards the far corner. accolades from the home fans. Now 5 men, 6 men up in this attack. Trying to feed that one in behind Walters, though, scrambling across, turns that out for a Kenyan throw. Walters has been all action, hasn't he, since coming on, but then he's needed to be. The best of passes back for Suleiman after the throw. All smashed clear by the Seychelles defensive line. Still plenty of running in this Seychelles side. The second time of asking there, Sochenje gets the job done and now continues his run down that right-hand side, but too much on the pass coming in from Stanley. And the captain gives a puff of the cheeks and has to drag himself all the way back up to the other end of the pitch now. Well, looks like you've got to play it down somewhere, judging from the Marvin Naboy. It's gone down, being looked after there by the medical staff. Just 2 minutes plus stoppages to go here. And, well, Ralph Jean-Louis not looking particularly happy. Is the 5th goal of the game coming from Michael Olunga to add to his first half penalty. Captain now on 6 goals in 8 games in this campaign. Just over a minute to go. Ball cheaply given away, picked up by Moth, who brings it over halfway for Seychelles. Now goes for the ball into the channel, being chased down by Sissoko, but getting nothing there. Brandon Brossa looked like he was trying the the rugby tackle there, but seemed to miss. That's a lovely little ole from the substitute, Pandy. Ball breaking for the Harambee Stars here on the edge of the area. Well, claiming for a penalty, nothing given by the referee. And Lebros smashes the ball clear, and all of a sudden opportunities knock here. Henriette on the ball. 4 minutes added on at the end of the 90. Some rather welcome, I was about to say some rather welcome possession there for the Seychelles, but Fanchet was just stood there and allowed the Kenyan player just to run past him and take the ball before it arrived. Some tired legs, I think, out there now. Kenya doing well, actually, to keep the ball here. There's a bit of pressing coming in from the Seychelles, a little bit of showboating perhaps coming from Kenya. I paid one pass when three can do it. The ball prodded through. There might have been an offside there, but play continues anyway. Onyango Alpha on the ball, the number 6. His namesake, Ronnie Onyango, actually already been withdrawn. Oh, that's a lovely first touch over on that right-hand side. Kenya in behind here. It sets up for Onyango, and he blazes it wide. And in fact, there's an offside as it inadvertently comes off a teammate who was just trying to come back onto the pitch. Great touch there from Lewis Bandy to set that one up. Onyango, I think, will feel that he should have done better there. Playing dangerously at the back there was Padayaki, but got away with it. The ball now being, as it was being brought out by Walters, but Murph wins the foul on the halfway, and there's a yellow card as well. We'll go to Marvin Nabwaya. Walters with the free kick, blasts it long towards the area. Nelly battling with Sichenje in the air for that one. The ball eventually going out for a Seychelles thrower into the last minute of added time at the end of this second half. Confirmation of the yellow card for Nabwaya. Put it away by Sichenje. Well, first meeting between these two sides ended up with a 5-0 win for Kenya. Looks like there's going to be a repeat dose here. Shot comes in from long range. Bumbles straight out from a goal kick. That could well be actually the final touch of the game. The final whistle hasn't gone quite just yet. Into the 5th of 4 minutes added on at the end of this second half. And the referee does finally bring this one to an end, and Kenya have picked up just their second win in World Cup qualification, Group F. 5-0 winners here at home to the Seychelles in Nairobi. Ryan Ogham getting the ball rolling with the opening goal in the 7th minute. Seychelles then puts up some fierce defence, but would have eventually breached for a second time by Colin Sichenje from a set piece in the 35th minute. Ryan Ogham then added a third just moments later, with captain Michael Olunga capping a fine first half display from the Harambee Stars with a penalty in first half stoppage time. The captain struck again in the second half to bag his 6th goal of the qualification campaign and round out a 5-0 win here for Kenya. The Seychelles, their search for a first point of the campaign continues. It's finished here. Kenya 5, Seychelles 0.